Hello, this is Pause for 3 minutes with me, Obobia Dakunpoku. We are still in season 7 of our presentations. In this episode, I want to speak about an age-old and serious menace in our workplaces, yet most victims are afraid to speak about. I'm talking about workplace sexual harassment. Is someone making life a living hell for you at your workplace just because you refuse to have sex with him or her? There are lots of people, especially young women, who are going through terrible experiences at their workplaces just because they are not willing to submit to sexual desires of their bosses or even senior colleagues. And before you blame this on just the men, there are terrible instances as well of men who are sexually harassed and abused by their female bosses. For me, sometimes I'm compelled to conclude that sexual harassment is really not about sex. It is about power, aggression, and manipulation. It is an abuse of power from some superiors who simply want to prey and harass their subordinates to show power and exploit them. If you were shocked at the intriguing stories women shared using the hashtag harassment at work and hashtag #MeToo, then I invite you to speak to and interview many of the young women who work in the big shopping marts, fuel service marts, our ministries, departments and agencies, and others. They are constantly harassed, threatened, and abused. Is there any wonder when a woman attains a certain height in her career, she's often asked, "What did you do to get there?" Such a shame. Even though there are laws to protect people from sexual harassment, many people are still afraid to speak up for the fear of being sacked and/or stigmatized. Most often, the complaints of victims also go ignored. They may end up becoming a target of retaliation or even lose their jobs. We must come together and support each other and help break the silence and ensure that victims of sexual harassment and abuse at the workplace come forward to speak up and be heard. Are you a victim or lost your job because you refuse to be harassed? Do you want to share your story but afraid? Send me a message and let's meet. You can also email me, pause4three@wazogroup.com. If you are an employer, a manager, or supervisor, I want to encourage you to be observant and also talk to, especially your young female employees, and help protect them from sexual harassment. But what if the employer himself is the culprit? This is why we must not relent on our efforts to intensify awareness. We need to support and protect systems for victims of harassment to be heard. But I encourage you not to shut up and eat yourself up. Rather, break the silence and speak up to save yourself and others after you. Thank you for your time. Pause for 3 minutes. It's sponsored by FlexiPay. Endless possibilities. Join me every Monday and Thursday on the morning update on TV XYZ and online on Wazer TV.